After tracking and analyzing dozens of missions, there was one thing that consistently had a massive impact on the amount of XP being earned. In this video, I'm going to go over the things that surprised me that had less impact on XP being earned than you might think, and the one thing everyone needs to know rewards the most experience. Hi guys, I'm Legionless, and this channel is about helping you enjoy your games more. If you want to enjoy your games more, subscribe to the channel for more helpful content. In a recent video, I went over exactly how XP is calculated in missions, so if you haven't yet, check out this video and then come back to this one. I also just made a calculator that will do all of the experience calculations in the game and tell you what XP to expect from a mission. It will also calculate your XP per minute to give you a good idea of how much XP you personally earn. I'm looking to get some people to help me get more data on XP per minute to see if we can find the absolute best XP per minute farm. Leave a comment below if you'd like the calculator, or join my Discord if you'd like to help with the project. In general, what makes up XP is the primary objective, so if the mission is an egg hunt or an elimination, if the secondary objective is completed, like Apoca Blooms or Gunk Seeds, the number of minerals collected like gold or Jadis, the number of enemies killed, and the hazard bonus. There's some miscellaneous things that can add to the XP you earn, like machine events or special enemy spawns like Corlock Tyrant Weeds, but they're so inconsistent that they're just an extra nicety rather than something to count on. The primary mission objective does have some impact, in the sense that each one has a different XP base value, and their average completion times may vary slightly, depending on the mission you run, but the average XP per minute was never significantly different. On average, the most efficient missions where as little time as possible was wasted not progressing the objectives, XP was being earned at about 500 per minute, not including load times and time at the space rig. Some missions have slightly better XP earn rates, but only when everyone is a more experienced player. Ghost Ship Games, the developers, have done a pretty good job balancing each mission's XP, so that there isn't one mission that feels like a waste of time to run because it's so unrewarding, or another mission that's so significantly better than the rest that players are too strongly encouraged to run that one mission. So the primary mission objective isn't enough to make a big enough difference on XP, though it does make up between 40 and 50% of the XP you earn. Just the differences between one primary mission and another aren't very significant when it comes to XP earn rates. The secondary objectives have even less of an impact on XP, unless you don't complete them at all for the mission. Every secondary objective rewards the same base XP of 900 except two. Holomite and Dystrom objectives reward 800 XP, but the difference between a mission that completed the secondary objective and one that didn't can be 2000 or more XP. That's almost 20% of the average XP being earned for missions in the data that I collected. You would need to be flying through missions at an unbelievably faster time than the average team for it to ever make any kind of sense to purposely skip the secondary objective if you care about the amount of XP you're getting. Obviously, if you don't care about the mission rewards, it can be really annoying completing some secondary objectives like Ebonuts and Gunk Seeds with how difficult they are to find in massive caves, so maybe you should skip getting those for your own sanity. The minerals collected do have a noticeable effect on the XP being earned, but that effect is a little unpredictable since it's dependent on how much minerals are spawned in a mission. Surprisingly, the data I collected showed that the amount of minerals collected makes up a higher percentage average of XP than the secondary objective. There are some ways to directly improve that, like the Pots of Gold beer buff, and the Mineral Mania and Gold Rush mission anomalies. The primary objective makes up between 40 and 50% of the XP, the secondary objective makes up about 20%, and minerals make up about 25%. Enemies killed have a very little impact on XP. It usually falls around 4 to 6% of the total XP earned from a mission. The reason it has the worst impact is because it's not affected by the most important factor when it comes to leveling. Without a doubt, the hazard bonus is the most significant thing when it comes to XP and XP earn rates. The hazard bonus is an XP multiplier that's determined by the hazard level, the mission complexity, the mission length, and any mission warnings. Every enemy killed gives a whopping 1 XP. There's no variation between the size of the enemy or how difficult an enemy is to kill. The tiny swarmers that bite your ankles are worth the exact same as the massive oppressors. If you have a mining mission where you need to collect 400 Morkite and the secondary objective is to collect Bulu caps, you'll get a max of 11,739 XP before the amount of minerals you collected and enemies killed. If the minerals collected, enemies killed, and the primary and secondary objectives are all the same, the lowest you would earn is 5,375 XP. That's over a 200% difference in XP. That high end has a max hazard level, max mission complexity, and max mission length. The low end is with a hazard level of 1 mission complexity, and 2 footsteps of cave length. The difference can even get as big as 240% between the high and low end, if the high end also has a warning active like Haunted Ghost. If literally everything else is the same, the difference between the XP from a Hazard 5 mission and a Hazard 4 mission is about 13%. The difference between each hazard level is about 13%, which is a pretty nice increase for how little the difficulty changes from one level to the next. If you're consistently successful with Hazard 3 missions, you probably can do Hazard 4 as well, and you get an instant boost in rewards. The complexity and length have about a 4% impact on XP between each complexity or length level. What was really surprising to me was how little the complexity and length affected the time it took to complete missions. The data suggested that there wasn't much of a difference in time to complete, and from my personal experience, I found that some missions with a lower complexity or cave length level were actually more difficult and time consuming to complete than the same mission types but with higher complexity and length. Missions with those massive caves that you need a bunch of flares just to see half of it were sometimes at max complexity and max length missions, but almost just as often, I got those types of caves from medium complexity and medium length. Let me know in the comments below if you had similar missions because I'm curious to know if I'm the only one. On average, the primary mission objective makes up about 40 to 50% of the total XP earned in a mission. The secondary objective is about 20%. Minerals collected is about 25%, and enemies killed is about 5%. Without a doubt though, the most important thing to leveling quickly is the hazard bonus. The hazard bonus is a multiplier to the base XP being earned and can make as big a difference as 200%. Subscribe to the channel if you want to enjoy your games more, and share this video with those you think should enjoy their games more. Leave a comment below if you'd like a copy of the XP calculator I created, and join the Discord if you want to join the project I'm working on. Thanks for watching.